Welcome everyone to Mythic Ocean. I already love the artwork I can see in the background. Looks like watercolors. Very appropriate. Let's get into it, shall we? Oh. Okay. Lots of books. Goodness, wouldn't it be nice to have a room with this many books? My only complaint is how would you reach the books at the top? There's no ladder in here. Ooh. Oh, here's the ladder. This is like a Beauty and the Beast kind of library, isn't it? Are we actually... Oh, we're in space! We're in space. Why are we in space? I thought we were supposed to be... I guess it is a mythic ocean. What is this? Oh, I can't click on anything. Okay. I thought I had to click on the book, but I guess not. Ooh. Whoa. For people with vertigo, I am sorry. Or a fear of outer space, I guess. Whoa. This is cool. I don't feel like the asteroid rocks needed to be there, but it is cool. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Did we just witness the birth of a star? I think we did. I think we did. Oh dear. Oh! We got hit in the face. Hey! Hmm? It's me, Elil. Elil? Elil? Come on, wake up! I'm sick of waiting for you. Can't do this on my own, buddy. Oh! An eel! Elil the eel. Finally awake, huh? What's going on? Yeah, I know. Your memories are gone. You say that like it's a normal thing. Don't worry about it. Why should I not be worried about it? Right now, we gotta find our friends again. The old world's gone forever. So we're gonna help them make a new one. The world ended? Where are we now, then? This ocean is temporary. A sort of in-between place. Okay. Alright, but why don't I remember anything? It's all part of the arrangement, buddy. We've done it like this for a long time. It works. I get to guide you and make sure you know what's up. You get to make your choices without the burden of knowing what's come before. I guess? Why do you have googly eyes on the side of your body? And, well, it's better if you're the one making the choices. Trust me on that, heh. Let's get moving, huh? I want to see what happens this time. Oh, because you would make bad choices? And here's our old friends. The gods of this ocean. What a crew, huh? You've got two gods whose anger and kindness are at odds. Okay. Anger and kindness, I mean, I guess. A god whose appetite and curiosity are limitless. Okay. A god of friendship, revelry, and joy without care. That looks like the otter thing that's on the cover art. A god determined to chart the universe and unlock its secrets at any cost. A god who gathers knowledge and keeps a watchful gaze. And of course, this handsome serpent, which is you, I guess. Best looking one in the whole bunch, right? Is that you? Hehe. Took me ages, can you tell? So, which one of these gods is gonna create the new world this time? All depends what advice you give him, and that part's up to you. But you never know who'll be the next creator, or what kind of world they'll make. That's my favorite part, you know? Even after all this time, it's still hard to predict. Anyway, this will make more sense soon enough. Just find the gods. You'll do fine. As for me, I just gotta find gods. Sure, that's easy. I'll be in my cave in the Eel Kingdom, as always. Stop by sometime. We can talk things over. Whether they're going well or not so well. Heh. It's good to have you back, buddy. Things are much more interesting with you around. Oh, there's something else over there. Oh! What's this? What? What? Oh, we're still swimming. That's funny. What's this? Era 1, Section 1, the beginning. At the dawn on the first day of the new world, I ask the Creator about their plans. They tell me, I want my world to guarantee the safety of all mortals. It seems like a good place to start, but I wonder if they realize how difficult this will be. Book of Antiquity? Oh, pages. Here. Okay. So there's even more collectibles. I am telling you already, we will not be collecting all the collectibles. Hello. You don't smell familiar. Since you've just arrived, here's some advice. When you meet someone for the first time, always trust your nose. If they smell good, get to know them better. And if they smell funny, well, I'll leave that up to you. Well, too bad we can't smell anything in the game. Okay. Thrill. Mind if I tell you a secret? I've never been to a party. Oh, I've always wanted to, but it's gotta be the right one. Real crazy. I'll keep an eye out. Okay. Interesting. That's 5 out of 5. Only 1 out of 3 pages, but I'm not... I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm really gonna focus that hard on getting all the collectibles. I knew it, there had to be something up here, though. Whoa. Sliding around. Ah! Parties can be great, or they can be loud and make you want to go home and pet your dog. Not that you know from experience or anything. Mortal concerns. A civilization is growing around us. The Creator comes to me for advice. Which is more valuable to the mortals? The freedom to do as they please, or the peace of mind in knowing they are protected? I respond with my own question. Does providing one mean you can't offer the other? Oh, it's this kind of philosophical game, huh? Oh boy. Well, that is a question. I guess I should have expected this game to get political and philosophical, but oh boy, that is a philosophical question for the ages. Ooh, the music just got ominous. Whoa. Hunger. Well, that's not a good sign. Food empty. Must find new food. Okay. Oh. New one. Unfamiliar. New one food, maybe? If you're referring to me, no, I'm not your food. No. New one in food, not same. Do you have a name? It's a word people use when they're talking about you. This one has no such word. Name, empty. But sometimes words come to this one while sleeping. This one likes word Lutra best. Name no longer empty. Name Lutra. New food still needed. Okay, Lutra, where did your food go? This one eats food inside pod. But pod empty now. Uncertainty. This might be one of the god candidates. Oh yeah, they're on the cover art. What kind of food do you eat? Lutra is now your favorite. You love them. They're adorable. What kind of food do you eat? Food in pod. Many leaves. Blue and purple. Also, very favorable taste. There's some ferns outside the pod here that seem similar. Yes, leaves outside. Same as inside. But risk outside. Very great. New one brings leaves here? I could. Oh boy, this is one of the important choices. We either train them to think that we're gonna give them food, or we train them how to find food on their own. I could, but I won't always be here. You need to be able to eat on your own. But this one has fear. Don't worry, I'll be right here. Nothing bad will happen, I promise. The first time you leave your pod, I'm right here. Hi, buddy! Oh my gosh, they're so cute! They're so small! Hi! No hunger? No hunger. What do you normally dream about? New fable. Some dreams show far places, not cave, no ferns. Far and strange. You're all in on Lutra being the new god? We haven't met the other ones yet. There's 4 other ones. Water ends in an open place. Big, empty, dark space begins. Yeah, that looks like space, alright. So many small lights, one big light. Maybe there's other worlds out there with creatures much like us, but different. Many thoughts, different worlds, exploring. Seeing big and small lights someday. Hopefulness, eagerness. That's the spirit. I think you'll get there one day. Any other dreams worth mentioning? Dreams sometimes show others. Same body, same mind. Also eat ferns. Speak with thoughts. Always hunting. Some not crawling, flying through water instead. These dreams, less loneliness. Oh boy, I feel like this is another very important choice. Leaving everything behind now would be too risky, but someday I think you'll be strong enough. Or maybe this isn't something you should try alone. It'd be easier if you had friends to help. Easier if you had friends to help. Some cave things make more like them with different ways. Ways with only one necessary. Maybe making more possible someday, but long wait necessary. Have you ever left this cave to see what else is out there? Leave cave never. Ferns in cave, favorable. Ferns outside cave also? But if you go looking, maybe you'll find much more food somewhere else. I guess this is complacency versus taking a risk to find something better. I mean, you never know if you don't try. That's kind of my whole philosophy. Is you never know if you don't try. But I don't want Lucha to get hurt either. I don't want them to get hurt. The little baby. I don't know, gosh. I haven't seen many, but if you go looking, maybe you'll find much more food somewhere else. Much risk. Ferns necessary. All ends without. Why beyond if no certainty? Here, certainty. Well, there's a chance something even better is out there if you're willing to take that risk. Let's just fuck it. Dreams arrive sometimes. Open place beyond water with big lights, small lights. But travel not possible. Too small, too slow, too hungry. Maybe now's not the best time, but once you've grown a little stronger, I bet you'll be ready. Strong feelings, fear, hopefulness, impatience also. Travel possible someday, but long wait necessary. Unfavorable. I do love kelp. Friend-shaped! Friend-shaped! Mm-hmm! Oh yeah! Dance it to the beat! Whoa! Hey there, stranger! Never seen you before. How'd you find the party? You know what? Scratch that. Forget I asked. Everyone's welcome in the forest, no matter how they got here. Ah. Let's talk somewhere a little quieter, huh? Follow me. Oh. Whoa. That's so pretty. Hello, friend. Oh my god. Friend-shaped. Two pairs of arms for better hugs. Oh, that's better. I love being in a big crowd, but sometimes it's nice to take a break too, you know. Oh, I'm Amar, by the way. I love you. I've got a game I like to play with people I've just met. You up for it? Okay, so we went from Lutra the introvert to Amar the extrovert. Sure, let's do it. Why not? Yeah, that's the spirit. Oh, the little claps. Oh my god, that is the cutest animation. Yep, I eat a lot of critters around here, and not just because they're so tasty. All the little kelp devourers would eat the whole forest if I wasn't there to keep them in line. It's an important job, but also a simple, relaxing one, and I love doing it. It might be easy now, but what if things got more difficult? What would you do then? Depends how difficult. It depends how difficult. I could probably work a little harder than I do now, but in the end, I'm not looking for a tough life, friend. What am I supposed to do if some kind of disaster happens in the forest? What am I supposed to do if some kind of disaster happens in the forest? I'd probably just hide and wait for it to be over. This is the place you love most. Even if it's hard or scary, don't you want to protect it? Doing whatever makes you happy doesn't actually make you happy by the end, to get philosophical again. If that's all you're doing in your life, it doesn't actually make you happy by the end. Sometimes it's nice to have a challenge, something to overcome. Look, I'm not interested in messing with the natural order or getting in anyone's way. I just want to keep on living in this world, even if it's not perfect. No. Can we talk about something else? Sure. Have you seen that big pod in the moss cavern? Yeah, I have! And this might sound crazy, but I think I heard something inside it talking to me. But not out loud, only in my head. That happened to me too. Turns out it was coming from a little larva called Lutra. Whoa! Huh, that is not what I would have expected. So a larva, huh? They're supposed to grow up into something else eventually, right? That means it's probably going to need plenty of food, I bet. It seemed to perk up after I led it to some ferns and spoke with it for a while. Ah, I can relate. I wonder if maybe it feeds on words the same way it feeds on those ferns. Oh boy. Yeah, you also missed Lutra, the cutest creature in existence. Told me about these amazing dreams it's had, but it's too hungry to make them a reality. Told me it wishes it could see what's beyond the Moss Cavern, but it's too hungry to leave its home. It told me it yearns to find more creatures like itself, but it's too hungry to go looking for them. I think this one, right? Wow, I had no idea I was thinking about things like that. Alright, I got an idea. Have you seen the big, viney flower-like thing over here? I call it the Tangleheart. It's been around for as long as I can remember. At some point, I found a seed pod next to it. I never knew what to do with it, but now it's got me thinking. If you planted it in the Moss Cavern, maybe it would grow into a plant that could feed Lutra, you know? Thanks, Amar. Hopefully it ends up helping. Anytime, friend. I gotta say, I'm interested in where things are headed with the little guy. Let me know how it goes. Will do. Let's see what this is. Hi, friend. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a goth pufferfish! Hi, friend! Lord Poison! I wrote a song. You wrote a song? Please? Maybe you'd like to hear it? Yeah, of course! Okay. I'm kinda shy about it, so promise you won't tease me. It's a gargantuan leviathan, I know, that's a big skull. Hell yeah! These ashen remains into the distance fade. A pall of long-lost memories. The bones may break, and the sea may quake. My fury never wavers. Oh my god, I love Lord Poison. Can Lord Poison be one of the gods? Okay, that's it. It's kind of personal, so I'd rather leave it open to interpretation. Thanks for listening. Oh my god. I love them, holy shit. I think they've got to be my favorite character. Oh, it's the two that are one. Twin brother. Who are you? Twin sister. You can't get past our barrier, so get lost. Yeah, go away! Okay. We told you to leave. Why are you still here? It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just here to talk to you. I don't know who I am. I thought you might be able to help me find some answers. What's that supposed to mean? What kind of answers? I don't know why you thought we'd have any. We're not even from around here. What about the place you were looking at? Where's that? We don't have to answer your questions. That's right, and we're not going to. I'm not from this place either. I know how that feels. I don't really know where I'm from. Even if you don't know much about this place, I still want to talk. Well, good for you. We don't. Oh, I guess I have to say this. I'm not from this place either. I know how that feels. You think you know how we feel, huh? Well, it's something we have in common, I guess. What a way to represent, like, a literal barrier between people. That's kind of cool, right? Yeah, maybe. Alright, so how do we know we can trust you? We've never seen you around here before, so we just want to make sure. I just want to be friends and get to know you. Thanks for the offer, but we already have friends here. We don't need any more. Yep, I think we're good. I'm not going to hurt you, you have my word. Oh great, we have your so-called word. So glad to hear it. Yeah, promises don't really mean anything. People say one thing and then do the other all the time. That's true. I'm at your mercy here. You two are clearly way stronger than me, like you have actual barrier magic. Heh, yeah, I mean, that's probably true. If I were you, I'd be scared of us too. And I guess if you thought you could break our barrier, you'd have tried already. Okay, I guess we can talk for a little bit. Doesn't mean we trust you, though. Yeah, one false move and you're gonna be sorry. Right, so, I'm Ketri. And I'm Esty. You can come closer if you want. Hello. Oh, this is the coral reef, by the way. It's our home, or well, the closest thing we've got to one. I like it, it's a nice place. Thanks! Most of the time it's just us here. Do you know Amar from the Kelp Forest? They played games with us once, but they didn't play fair. They were a dirty cheater. Whoa, they're angry. Breaking all the rules, making up new ones so they could win, stuff like that. Maybe you could ask Amar not to do that again. Hey, good idea. Let's try that. I bet Amar will understand. I don't know how much it'll help, but we might as well give it a shot next time. Is there even gonna be a next time? I really wish Amar would play with us again. Aww. Hey, buddy. Familiar one. Speak thoughts together again? The furry one gave me a seed that will grow into something you can nibble on. Let's plant it! Oh, it's so cute! Hey, go easy. Don't you want to have some for later? But new plant, better taste. Yeah, but if you eat all of it now, then it'll just disappear. You gotta let it grow, little buddy. And hunger returns now, much more. Ferns not enough. Hunger worse without new plant. Why must still eat ferns? I know it's hard, but if you save some for the future, you'll have more for later, right? Not favorable. I know, buddy, but like, you gotta let it grow. Oh, I made them sad. Are you okay? What happened? What happened? They won't talk to me anymore. No! I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. I made them so upset they don't want to talk to me anymore. Oh, hi again. How's it going? I planted the Tangleheart seed and it sprouted right away. Lutra really seems to like it. Oh, that's surprising. I didn't expect it to grow so fast. Glad to hear Lutra's enjoying it. Everything's going well so far, huh? Well, I also told it not to heat the whole thing, and it didn't like that. I think it's still hungry, but it won't talk to me anymore. That worries me a bit. Hard to say whether it really has to have the new Tangleheart, or it's just being sulky, huh? Maybe I could talk to it, see if I can explain why it needs to go easy on the new Tangleheart. You think that might help? Yeah, it's worth a shot. Maybe you'll find a way to get the point across. Glad you agree. It's a good idea, friend. I'll pay Lutra a visit soon as I get a chance. I think we can work this out. Familiar one. Speak thoughts together again? Has the furry one come to visit you again lately? Yes, furry one arrived just before. Furry one's words gave this one new thought. Words were of futures. First future, this one eats plant with better taste fast, gains much energy. But then new plant gone, never arrives again, too much eaten. Second future, this one eats new plant slowly, less energy for now. But better taste plant remains, less eaten. This one wants second future. Aww. Harder, growing will be slower, but future will be better. Yeah, exactly! You just gotta give it a chance to, like, grow, to like, drop some seeds down and grow some more, and... I think the furry one did a good job helping you pick the best future. Agreement. Happiness. But this one still worries. Ferns alone, enough? Maybe this one searches for other new plants outside cave. Maybe something is found that familiar one could not find. If you think you're ready, give it a try. Just be careful. I was such a good influence, I know. I hope so. Many words. This one will think more. Fable complete. Growing pains. I heard from Lutra that you two paid it a visit again. Yeah, we went to see it like you told us, but it was pretty boring. We tried to talk to it about cool stuff we've seen in the ocean, but it just seemed really distracted. It couldn't play any games with us either. I don't think it even gets what a game is. One kind of funny thing, though, is that a big rock, accidentally fell on Lutra. But it has a hard shell, so the rock bounced off like it was hitting another rock. What? I thought our new friend would want to hear about that. You didn't have to talk about that part, brother. You mean the part where you bullied a defenseless creature? Really? Everything turned out fine. That's all that matters, okay? Hold on a second. Did that rock really fall by accident? Well, yeah. The way it happened was... we did it on purpose. We thought it would be cool to see Lutra's shell to get hit by something, you know. We knew it would be okay. We just wanted to see it being all tough like it is. So we picked up the rock and dropped it down on it to just see that happen. Please don't hate us, new friend. I don't hate either of you, but you shouldn't have done that. You know that, right? Lutra meant you no harm, and it can't really defend itself. You're right, new friend. We should know better. Yeah, we won't do anything that might hurt Lutra anymore. Even if we think it'll be fine. Like, at least ask Lutra first if they're okay with it. Like, don't just do that. Good. Please don't. And thank you both for being honest. Want to talk about something else? Okay, like what? Tell me how you feel about Lutra. We still feel pretty bad about before. We haven't gone to see it again. I'm kind of afraid we might just scare it. Maybe someday we can go back. We want to say we're sorry, at least. Alright. Well, I guess we have to go back to the kelp forest and ask Amar why he didn't come to see them. Why didn't you go see them, friend? Oh! Oh! What's happening? What's happening? Oh, okay. Okay. Huh? What? Lutra? What's happening? Whoa, you still with me, friend? What is that? You seem a little out of it. Take it easy, okay? Huh? What? Was that just the game telling me that Lutra is the most likely creator right now? So the twins told me you haven't visited them yet. Well, I mean, they're not wrong. You know how it goes, friend. You put something off because it makes you nervous. And then it just never happens. It's no excuse, though. You said you'd do it, and now you owe it to them. Or, I know what you mean, but the twins are counting on you to be there, right? I mean, I get it. I put off stuff that I don't like, or it makes me nervous all the time, but they're counting on you to be there, right? I mean, the thing is... Oh, fine. I guess you're right. Again. Now that they know it's not cool to just leave him hanging like this. Okay, alright, I'm going. For real this time, promise. Lutra? Lutra? Are you here? Did they leave? Did they leave? I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Hi! You left! I'm so proud of you! This one eats ferns now instead of new plant. Waiting for next taste of new plant causes impatience. Speak thoughts together again? What the heck is this? Oh, hey there, friend, over here. Good timing, I wanted to show you something. See that big door behind me? Yes, I've never noticed that before. Did I just miss it, or was it not there before? The one who built it does a lot of experiments in the ocean. And when she's away from her lab in the mid-seas, she keeps this door here locked down. But now it's unlocked, which means you should be able to head through and see what's out there. Me, I prefer it here where the water's warmer and brighter. But I know you like to travel and see new things, so you'll probably love it. Just wanted to let you know. Take it easy. Well, speaking of the gods that we haven't seen yet. Oh my gosh, they're so cute! Hi! At last, we meet face to face. Oh, I did not mean to... Please, have a look around. There's lots to see here. Oh my god, they're so cute. I love them already. They have stars, or is that lights on their cloak? Goodness, I haven't even introduced myself yet. Oh my gosh, I love the glasses. I'm Alethea, and this is my humble workspace. Well, nice to meet you, Alethea. And you are... Maybe you can tell me. Did that scan give you any clues? Well then! Is that some kind of joke? For your information, I only collected that data to assess you as a potential threat. The scanner just analyzes your physical composition. I can't read minds, so don't worry, your secrets are safe. But wait, are you serious? You really have no idea who you are? Pretty much. I've got a few leads, but I'm still piecing them together. Fascinating. I'm trying to imagine what that would be like. The station I built, the work I do here. These things anchor me and remind me who I am. Without them, I'm not sure what I'd do. Anyway, I'm glad you made some progress. As it happens, I've been trying to unravel the mysteries of our world for a long time. That's why I built the station. It's a home base where I can conduct my studies. I'm doing some research now that might interest you. In fact, feel free to ask me about anything. Oh my gosh! They're a nerd! I love the nerds! Tell me about your research. I'd be glad to. Not long ago, my instruments picked up some energy signals I didn't recognize. These signals were coming from the deep oceans, hundreds of fathoms below the lab. Shortly afterwards, a cloud of strange organic debris appeared in the mid-seas water. I took some samples of the debris right away. I've been eager to study these samples and see whether they're connected to the signals somehow, but sadly, I've been too swamped lately. If you're short on time for this project, maybe I can help you? Nonsense. We've only just met. I can't put you out like that. Oh, that's a mood. Although, do you know Amar by any chance? Or the twins, Ketri and Esti? Yeah, I know all of them, actually. Good. I've done various kindnesses for them in the past, and they all owe me favors. Oh boy. They were supposed to help me around the lab, but none of them have bothered to show up yet. Oh, that's just rude. They should show up. At any rate, I could use an assistant on my current project, so perhaps you could speak to one of them for me. Doesn't matter who, it's a very simple task. Is that something I could entrust to you? Sure, no problem. Excellent, very much appreciated. Once you're able to convince someone, send them directly here. They'll know where to find me. There is something down in the depths that projects halos of light. They're very faint, but they're there. I have no idea what the source is. Still looking into it. I would like to go down there and find out. Sounds mysterious. Good luck. I'll keep at it. Shall we discuss something else then? Have you seen that big pod in the moss cavern? Yes, I've seen the strange pod. It's a fascinating thing. It even seems alive, doesn't it? I'd like to examine it further, but I've been reluctant to disturb it. Lutra, that's their name. I found out there's a little bug called Lutra that was living inside it. Really? That sounds remarkable. Would you say it seems safe to go there now? Could I take a few samples in that area of the caves without worrying? Lutra seems totally harmless to me. As long as you're nice to them, you'll be fine. Excellent. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Oh my god, I love the nerds. I am one, so, you know. So cute. Now, where's Lutra themselves? Are they over here? Where are they? Oh, they're up there. They're sleeping in their little pod. Oh, hi, buddy. Hey, what's wrong? This one missed familiar one. I'm here now. Did something happen? Strange. New one is in cave. New one brought device. Device using one came here to take things. Device using one is taking things now. The device using one said she only wants to take a few things to learn about them. Familiar one believes words of device using one? Yeah, I don't see why not. This one lacks familiar one's certainty. After taking things, device using one approached this one. Device using one used strange machine. This one could not move. This one was not asked first. This one had very great fear. Oh yeah, she's gotta ask you first. Many lights appeared, moved back and forth. Oh, they're crying! This one could not struggle, could not leave. Then, over. This one could move again, so went inside pod. I'm so sorry that happened. Did you say anything to the device-using one? No, nothing to say. Too much fear. I think you should tell the device-using one how you feel. Would you be up for that? This one considers. Will this one have safety? Does certainty exist the device-using one listens? Will device-using one try harming like two that are one? I will go over to the device-using one first, and you can follow me. I'll make sure you stay safe. Acceptance. This one takes risk. Familiar one ensures safety. Okay, Alethea, you kind of gotta ask permission first before you start studying somebody. It's kind of rude. My word, this creature can speak with others telepathically. It seems I've made an unfortunate mistake. Scanning life forms, including animals, is standard procedure for me in new places. If they appear capable of speech, I always ask for their permission. But I had no indication the larva could communicate, so I upset it greatly by scanning it without an explanation. I'm sorry this happened, my friend. That's alright, I'm glad you understand what went wrong. And the larva told me you convinced it to speak with me. Thank you for that. Perhaps I could develop a quick scanning device that wouldn't require the subject to remain still so long. Until then, I will exercise more care. Yes, there you go. But for now, I must get back to the lab. See you shortly. Oh, right, she has a teleporter, I forgot. This one feels like device-using one listened. She did! Maybe understanding. Much relief. Aww. What a baby. Oh my gosh, they were crying. No! Poor Lutra. But at least we taught them to, like, speak their mind and address their feelings to people who hurt them. That's a good thing for them to learn, I think. Oh, what happened here? Hey, friend. Did you see what Lutra's up to in the forest? I didn't. What's going on? Oh, well, it sure is something. Lutra showed up in the kelp forest a little while ago, wailing about how hungry it was. And it hasn't stopped eating since it got here. I watched it chew up a huge patch of kelp all by itself, and it's already getting bigger. If it keeps this up, I don't know if the forest can take it. What are we gonna do if it never stops? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Have you tried talking to Lutra yet? About that. I'm too scared. I don't want to be near it when it's devouring everything in sight. It's silly, I know. But maybe you could go instead? Alright, I'll see if Lutra wants to talk. Thanks, friend. You know, you sure are dependable. I really appreciate all the help. Be careful and let me know what happens. Okay, Lutra, we taught you some restraint. Now you gotta practice your restraint. Whoa! Its eyes changed color. Lutra, can you hear me? This one has greatest hunger. Eating must continue. You need to stop soon. You can't eat the whole forest, okay? Familiar one does not understand. Change arrives very soon. Greatest hunger cannot be ignored. I see, but you'll have nothing left if you eat all the kelp in the forest. This one does not plan to eat all plants. Eating will continue only until greatest hunger is gone. What do we say? Do we trust them to not eat all of it? Or do we say that other creatures need it? Okay. Thankfulness. Eating will continue until hunger leaves. This one finished sharing thoughts until then. Hey again, friend. Any luck talking to Lutra yet? I was able to talk with it for a bit. How'd it go? Lutra said it won't eat all the kelp, it's only planning to eat until it's not hungry anymore. Aw, come on, buddy! Lutra's in the middle of some kind of feeding frenzy. You think it's gonna stick to its word? True, I guess we don't know for sure. Gah! We'll be lucky if it even leaves us one tiny patch of kelp out there. What are we gonna do now? Do you know Alethea? She studied Lutra in the past. Maybe she could help us out. Yeah, I've met her. I wouldn't say we were on the best of terms, though. So I'll leave this up to you, friend. But try to hurry, okay? Let's hope it doesn't actually eat everything, but considering how it reacted to being told it should stop, the outcome would have been worse. Maybe. I don't know how much longer the forest can hold out. Amar, could you try talking to Lutra while I'm gone? Maybe try to distract it from eating any more kelp, just so you're doing something, rather than hiding in a hole. Well, I don't really want to, friend. But if there's a chance I can help you protect the forest, I'll give it a shot, even though it's scary. Thanks for the help, Amar. We'll get through this together. How did things go at Alethea's lab? It was fun! Alethea let us use lots of different tools. We looked at the stuff she found under a microscope so we could see all the gross details. Yeah! And then we got to use a few other really cool things, like the heaters and the one that make other stuff get all electrified. There's a lot of tools in there. It's hard to remember all their names. Awesome. I'm glad you two had such a good time. Yeah, it was pretty great, but we wanted to tell you about the one other thing, because it's kind of weird. You know how Alethea wanted to help because she did us some favors before? Well, one reason we kind of didn't want to go back is because of what we saw. What did you see? Well, we were outside the lab and we saw Alethea with a fish, maybe one who lived nearby. Yeah, and like, Alethea had some kind of device, we couldn't see it too well. But she pointed it at the fish and the fish just disappeared. And never came back. It was really weird. I don't know why she would have done that. I guess maybe it was some kind of experiment, but was that fish really okay with it? And where did it go? Yeah, it made us pretty upset, new friend. We just thought you should know. I agree, that sounds pretty strange. Thank you both for telling me. Good to see you again. Anything you'd like to talk about? Did you find any connections between the samples and the signals from the deep ocean? As a matter of fact, yes. All my tests suggest the signals in the organic debris came from the same place on the ocean floor. I believe some kind of electromagnetic pulse occurred down there, sending the signals and debris far and wide. My readings also indicate that whatever the source is capable of generating huge amounts of energy. Such a power supply would be indispensable if I could harness it. It might be just the breakthrough I need. What do you need all that extra power for? I thought you might ask, and I can't blame you. I'd be curious too. But in order to give you an answer, I need to explain a few things, okay? You may have wondered why I'm so driven in my research. There are wondrous things here in the ocean, yes, but there's more to it than that. Have you ever noticed that our world almost never changes? Think about the kelp forest or the coral reef. These places are exactly as they've always been. Uh-oh, is she gonna find out the story behind the story? No one can remember a time when things were different. And no one ever leaves. I fear we are all trapped here in a sort of endless dream or illusion. Oh no, she's seeing through the matrix. Uh-oh, because she's not wrong. She's not wrong. This is exactly what they are. Because this is like a limbo in between whenever the next god creates the next world. If there's a purpose to this place, none of my research has given me any clues so far. I want to learn the truth about the ocean, my friend. I have plans now for an overhaul of this lab that will vastly increase my data gathering capabilities. But the new energy demands will far outstrip what the solar sail can currently provide. So that's why you need this energy source in the depths? Correct! You might recall that your teleporter is one of my old prototypes. I could modify it to enable transport to the energy source. I know its exact coordinates from tracing the signals during my studies. If you might be willing to help me, perhaps you could investigate the source and report back with what you find. I'm pretty sure we can't die, so I don't think there's anything wrong with us saying yes to this. But with your help, I could get so much done on my equipment upgrades in the meantime. What do you say? Fuck it, why not? Splendid, I'm so glad to hear it. I'll modify your teleporter right away. It'll only take a moment. As long as it doesn't force us to do it right now. I've outfitted the teleporter with some basic data sensors as well, so we can examine those readings when you get back. Thank you, my friend. I can't wait to hear about your findings. Okay. Alethea, the kelp forest is in trouble. I was wondering if I could get your help. Oh, what kind of trouble? Well, Lutra left the moss cavern for the forest to find more food, and it's eating huge amounts of kelp. I tried to get it to stop, but it's too hungry to listen. Goodness, that does sound like a potential crisis. Has Lutra also grown bigger by any chance? Yeah, Amara and I both noticed it was larger than it used to be. Just as I thought. I bet it's getting ready to start its metamorphosis. My studies of Lutra suggested this would happen sooner or later. It's eating all this food to fuel the amazing transformation that will soon take place. Fascinating, but is there a way we can stop it from devouring the whole forest? Right. Certainly we don't want that to happen. Well, it seems to me that Lutra was meant to feed on something else once it was done with the ferns. Perhaps if we could give it something more nutritious, it wouldn't have to eat so much. Oh my gosh. I don't feel like we should take Lutra's consent away out of this. I don't really want to take Lutra's consent away from this. Maybe we can get Lutra to wait? But in this case, I'm not going to want to use the paralyzer because I don't feel like taking its consent away is going to help. I think we need to teach it. Maybe we can convince it to wait until the new plants are grown. I'd rather you didn't use it. I don't think it's worth it. Oh my gosh, it's got fanboys or students. Oh my gosh! Poison fan club! Lord Poison! Lord Poison! Lord Poison! That's all they say. Oh my god, Lord Poison has a fan club! But I'm the #1 person in the Lord Poison fan club. Thank you very much. I was here before all of you. Oh, hi. You're just in time. I know you already heard my song before, but it's been a while. Want to hear it again? Yeah, go for it. Cool. Let's do it. This is still my favorite character in the game. Holy shit. We have done it before. I'm not gonna try and sing it again. Oh my gosh! Thanks for listening, everyone. Hope you liked it. Oh my god! The squeaks! Lord Poison! Oh my gosh, this is my favorite bit in this game. Oh, hey, friend. Phew, a lot sure has happened since you were here last. Tell me everything I missed, Amar. Well, I don't know if you had a look around the forest yet, but it's seen better days. We lost the kelp that Lutra ate when it first got here, plus a bunch of other areas. I don't know if we even have half the kelp we used to anymore. Once you left to talk to Alethea, Lutra kept eating, so I did my best to try and distract it. It didn't really want to listen, though. Hard to say, but I think it was better than if I hadn't done anything at all. So hey, maybe I helped a bit, huh? After a little while, Alethea showed up. I was really glad to see her, believe me. She brought a bunch of plants with her. Oh my gosh, they're so cute! They're so cute! I can't get over how cute this game is. Stuff I've never seen anywhere else before. Lutra liked the new plants, but I think it was pretty full already from all the kelp it ate. Once it was done, it headed back to the moss cavern like nothing ever happened. I guess we should have stopped Lutra from eating more kelp. But it didn't eat all of the kelp, so it did actually stick to that. Oh! Oh, it's big! It's real big! Lutra? Lutra? Is that you in there? Familiar one arrives? Yeah, it's me. I came to check on you. There was dreaming before familiar one returned. This one thought dreaming might never end. Great change has begun. How do you feel? Is it going alright so far? This one misses seeing familiar one. All is dark now. Cannot see familiar one. Cannot see anything. This one has much, much fear. This one does not understand great change. What will happen to this one? It's okay, Lutra. I'm here. You're gonna be just fine. This is not known. No, but I'm here. But this one still has gladness. Because familiar one is here. Also, this one knows new things now. New things came in dreams. First thing this one saw is that during greatest hunger, familiar one spoke with device using one to decide how to help this one. Device using one considered using strange machine which gives this one great fear. But familiar one did not allow it. This one has much happiness about that. I helped because I was worried about you, Lutra. I'm glad it turned out okay. Thankfulness. If you really think about metamorphosis, it's peak horror, yeah. It's body horror to the max. Can you imagine not knowing what's going on with your body, not being able to see or move, and just having to accept that your body's gonna be completely different? Like, holy shit. But there are other new things. Second thing this one saw is that furry one had great sadness because this one ate many forest plants. This one also has sadness now. That's good that you understand that you did damage. Why did familiar one not mention that great sadness could occur? We didn't say these, but I feel like we can say them now. I'm gonna say this one, I think. I was hoping you understood what I meant about other creatures needing the plants too. That would include the furry one, right? This one cared about the feelings of furry one. But this one could not tell how furry one would feel. It's okay, we can't always predict how others will react. But we can still try to think of them before we say or do something. Exactly this! Exactly! You cannot control how somebody else is going to react to what you do or say. Something may happen to them for them to get triggered by something unexpected, or they're tired, or they're high, or who God knows what. You cannot predict how somebody else is going to react to whatever you're going to say. But you can still try to consider what you know about them, consider their feelings, consider how your actions may affect other people before you say or do something. This one understands better now. Third new thing is that when two that are one dropped a rock on this one, familiar one spoke to two that are one after, and told them trying to harm this one not favorable. This one did not know. Much thankfulness. You're welcome, Lutra. I think the twins and I both learned a lot from that. Maybe you did too. This one also saw. Fourth new thing. Two that are one have crystal. Crystal shows them things far away. Things familiar to them. Does familiar one know this? I did know that because they told me, but you shouldn't tell me somebody else's secrets, Lutra. They'll tell me when they're ready to tell me. This one understands. No more thoughts shared about this then. This one will only share one more thing that was seen. And that is... device using one wants to find something. Thing device using one once is in deepest, darkest place. Does familiar one know? Yes, I know about Alethia's research on the seafloor. This one tried to see what was in the dark place. Something stopped this one. Only darkness was seen. If familiar one goes to that place, this one thinks greatest caution should be used. Thank you, Lutra. I'll be very careful. There are other things that this one saw in dreams, but this one can feel all things slipping away. Lutra, hang in there, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Lutra. This one would not have had name without familiar one. This one had much fear about great change. But familiar one helped much. Now, this one only fears that familiar one will not be remembered by this one after great change. I hope that's not true. Will this one's memories disappear? Don't worry, even if they do, I'll tell you everything that happened and you'll have them back again. You can read them in my mind. And you'll know that I'm telling the truth. This one has greatest thankfulness. Words of familiar one changed everything for this one. This one will never forget you. Heavy shit, man. Oh, I wonder what it's gonna look like when it comes out. Last place to go. Whoa. Whoa! Well, I guess we know which way to go, huh? Good grief, this got very- and the music completely cut out. Ooh! I think that's them. Alethea couldn't go here because of the pressure, so we can? Apparently! Hi! At last, you have found me again. Oh my goodness, hello! At last, you have found me again. As always, you do not remember who I am. Allow me to remind you. I am Gnosis, and I am glad you've returned. There is much to discuss. Yes, they're creepy, but I kind of love them because this is very much what I had in mind for my potential monster form later on down the line. My new model doesn't look like this, but I do have a monster form in mind that is very much kind of similar to this. I think they look amazing and I kind of love them. Also, nice name. Gnosis is something to do with knowledge, right? What's the white stuff? It's just, to show you towards the god if you haven't met them yet. It was there for every previous god as well before we met them, just so you could be able to find them. Why don't I remember you? I'm afraid I cannot answer that. My meditations here have allowed me to recover memories I once thought were lost. But most of them remain broken and fragmented, for reasons I do not comprehend. I need more time, and perhaps more resources to repair the rest. How do you know me? We have met before. Countless times. I do not remember most of these encounters. I know it's supposed to be creepy, but after the initial shock, this is really kind of strangely beautiful. Yes, I'm a monster fucker, shut up. I do not remember most of these encounters. You do not recall any. This is how it happens each and every time. I came here looking for an energy source. Yes, I know. I, myself, am the energy source Alethea seeks. Think we're this universe's watcher? I guess so. The radiation and charged debris she analyzed were scattered by my awakening. How do you feel about Alethea studying you? For me, it is a curiosity, nothing more. It is highly unlikely she will find a way to harness my power, so her research does not worry me. Well then, now that we are reacquainted, I expect you wish to return to Alethea. You will have much to report. But in the future, there may be a way you can assist me in recovering my memories. I am still considering this. I will notify you when I've reached my conclusions. Alright. I'll keep an eye out. That's a very fun pun, me. Good. We shall speak again soon. Can I just want to have a look at you. Oh. Once they turn off their eyes, it's kind of impossible to see. Whoa. Okay. Welcome back. What would you like to discuss? God. Damn! Oh! I guess our teleporter was broken? Okay, we're back to the beginning of the game again. Guys? How do I... Hello? Muse. Warm sunshine. Green growing things. Oh! Well, hi. I've never seen you before. I'll teach you something I learned from being here a long time. If you don't stop thinking about your favorite memories, you won't lose them. Or at least, not as fast. Well, anyway, good luck, friend. Huh? Excuse me? I mentioned something about Alethea being the previous creator. Maybe? Seems the most likely, but I don't know. Wow! Oh, never mind. Not used to seeing anyone new here. But we do lose folks sometimes. If you see anyone who looks lost, tell them to come back here. It's not good to be near the edges of this place too long. The twins saw Alethea teleporting a fish. Oh, yeah. I never asked her about that, did I? The game didn't give me the option to. Hey, sorry to see you here. Not because I don't like company, I'm actually happy to meet you. But now you're stuck here, just like the rest of us. So, I feel very sad for you. Can we go in the water? Does that do anything? Whoa, 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 whoa! What in the fuck? Okay, so we have a place with red water and a green sky, and now a place with green water and a red sky. Uh-huh? Okay. Huh? Who are you? Does stuff change around here after all? I came from outside this place. I don't know how I got here. There's an outside? You think maybe I came from there too? I'm sorry, I don't know. Huh? I'm having trouble putting my thoughts together. Just feels like everything's falling apart, you know? Yeah, I can feel it too. Let's get to the middle of this place. It's safer there. I got no idea what you're talking about. You go. I'll just stay here for now. How about following me back? Do you think you could manage if I showed you? Yeah, maybe. Let's give it a shot. I'll do my best to keep up. Okay, let me know if I'm going too fast. Oh. Okay. We saved one person. Huh? Wait, it's you, isn't it? The one who helped me escape the fallen apart place. Thanks, buddy. It's good to be out of there. A mirror dimension? I don't know. Up here. Oh! Heal. Oh! Hello up there. Or down there, as the case may be. I feel like I used to know which directions were which, but not anymore. It's not safe out here. You should get closer to the middle of this place where things are more stable. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not even sure how I got out on this rock in the first place. That's okay. If you don't mind, I could carry you back. Really? I'd appreciate that a lot. If it's not too much trouble. Not at all. Just don't pinch me. Let's head back, huh? Hey, buddy. You doing alright? Thanks so much for bringing me back here. Can't even remember the last time I wasn't alone. Oh, there's one more over there. Hello? I wish I had a way of knowing. Okay, their name is Bard, and they are backwards. I wish I had a way of knowing which direction we are going. I wish I had a way of knowing which direction we are going. Is it backwards? Is it forwards? Are we moving ever shorewards? Are we moving ever shore? I feel like this is a reference to the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie, but because that poem is very similar to that. Okay, now what? Anything I've missed? There's no memories to be found here. I wish I could take all the fish with me. Well, at least we know what happened to the fish. You're back! I'm glad you've returned safely. How did it go? I made some, unexpected discoveries. Just what I like to hear. Please tell me everything. First things first, the energy source you've been after is called Gnosis. We talked for a while. You... what? I had considered the energy source might be alive, but... what is the crown? The crown is if I want to increase the chances of a specific god becoming the creator, I use the pages that I found to create a crown and give it to them. But, I don't want to do the meta stuff. I want to just see what shakes out with the results that I've gotten. It's intelligent? You were able to speak with it? Yes, and it seems like Gnosis is even aware you've been studying them. My word. This is a bit overwhelming. I understand, but there's something else I saw that I want to ask you about. Oh? Please go on. When I tried to leave the depths, the teleporter malfunctioned somehow. It took me to a strange, distorted place I'd never seen before. I see. What did you find there? There were fish and other creatures. It seemed they'd been stuck there for a long time. Some weren't very coherent. That sounds terrible and frightening. How did you get back? The teleporter started working again after I'd been there for a bit. I'm not sure what fixed it. Very strange. Perhaps the teleporter sensor data will provide me with more clues. I'll investigate when I have time. Ketri and Estri told me they saw you experimenting on a fish once and it disappeared. Would that be related somehow? Are you trying to accuse me of something here? Do you really think I'd send a creature to a place like that intentionally? Yes. I'm sorry. Perhaps I took your words the wrong way. I'm sorry too. I didn't mean to accuse you. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I know. So do I. Alright, let me explain. What Ketri and Estri saw was one of my early experiments in teleportation. The purpose of these tests was to find a safe way out of the ocean, which didn't work, of course. I must stress that all my participants were willing, and I made sure they understood the risk. How could they understand the risks? You didn't understand the risks. You didn't know where they were going to end up. For instance, I theorized that a teleport subject could end up stuck somewhere, an unknown place outside the normal boundaries of the ocean. A breach in the fabric of reality, if you will. But it was only a theory, and not a likely one. At any rate, because of these risks, it was hard to find willing subjects. But there'll always be those adventurous enough to brave the unknown. Just as you and I do. Wait, didn't you check up on the participants afterwards? You must have noticed some had gone missing. I did. In almost every case, I confirmed the subject had been teleported somewhere safe. But, yes, there were a few whom I never found. I suppose the poor souls you met in the breach were the missing ones. It is horrible they met such a fate, but we are all trapped in this ocean anyway. That research had to be done. And their safety was never guaranteed. They knew the risks. Did they, though? There must be some way to help them. I don't know as though there is. I have no idea how I'd replicate the teleporter malfunction that sent you to the breach. I don't even know what caused it. Well, you made this mess. You gotta fix it. Could it be that your proximity to the energy source, to Gnosis, might have overloaded the teleporter somehow? Maybe. Sounds possible. Would you mind visiting the depths again? If Gnosis was the cause, maybe they'll have some idea how to send you back. It's risky, yes, but you made the round trip once, so I think your chances of doing so a second time are good. I will remain here at the lab so I can attempt to find you with my instruments if anything goes wrong. Fuck it, why not? I can't thank you enough, my friend. Let me know what happens as soon as you get back. You said I could ask later about why you're not a god anymore. Have you changed your mind yet? Alright, you know what? It's late enough in the game now that it probably doesn't matter if I tell you. Listen up, because I'm only going to talk about this once, okay? So, as you know, I used to be a god back in the day. As part of this whole rigmarole, buddy, I could create new worlds just like the other gods. Back then, none of us kept any memories when things started over. The, arrangement for me to do that hadn't been made yet. But now I can remember things even from way back then. So I remember what it was like to create new worlds. Having all that power, it was irresistible for me. So much so that, I really hated not being the creator. At some point, I came up with a plan. A way to make sure no one could be the creator except me. Oh boy! And it worked. The other gods fell for it, and I put a stop to all these endless iterations of worlds. I gave myself the power to rule one new world forever. Are you the creator that's talked about in the pages? Was that yours? I'd be forever feared, forever worshipped, forever envied. How's that sound to you, buddy? I don't think I'd ever want that kind of power. Really, though? I think if you dug deep enough— nope, I really do not. There'd be a part of you that gets it. Even if we're not aware of it during this phase. We gods have ways we think the world should be. Almost everyone does, gods or not. Having to see the world operate in a way that's not how you want it to be, that can be infuriating. Okay, that part I understand, yes. But, if I'm honest, I did what I did mostly out of sheer greed. And the other gods knew it. Eventually, they decided the only way to stop me was to start a war against me. Whoa! That's what you looked like? A Hydra? I kept him at bay for a long— oh, well that's Gnosis. I kept him at bay for a long time, buddy. The amount of power a creator gets is beyond what you can imagine, unless you've experienced it. It was a battle to end all battles. Went on for years. You normally don't like to interfere during that phase, but even you fought me. And you all won, in the end. You defeated me. Put an end to my rule and my world. Most of the gods thought I needed to be locked away forever for what I did. Or worse. But you disagreed. You proposed an arrangement. In exchange for my life, I would agree to make sure what I had done would never occur again. By remembering what happens when no one else does. I'd never be able to create another world. I'd rule over nothing. I wouldn't be a god anymore. Instead, I would guide you as you give advice to the others. And protect the very process of endless death and rebirth that I try to destroy. I mean, it seems like a very appropriate punishment. Fitting, at least. To protect the very thing he tried to destroy. Forever. I figured that arrangement was better than eternal imprisonment. Or not existing. So I accepted it, and the rest is history. Okay. That's a lot to take in. That's putting it lightly, buddy. It's the thing, though. He does have a point, yes. It would be nice to be able to fix the things that you believe are broken in the world, but where do you draw the line on that? It's, like... it's very difficult to go from wanting, like... what's they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Like, you can start out having the best intentions, but where do you draw the line on where you try to fix... quote-unquote, fix the world according to what you think it should be. Because you can't see the consequences decades, centuries down the line of what you're about to do. And even if you could, like, where do you draw the line? When do you go from benevolent, trying to fix everything, to dictator of doing things my way? This is why I'm not in politics, to be honest. This is a very complicated question. A very complicated question. Hello, mysterious friend. Welcome back. What would you like to discuss? My teleporter took me to a strange place last time I was here. I wanted to see if you knew anything about that. Ah, yes. You speak of the breach. A shadowy space between our world and the void beyond. A shadowy space between our world and the void beyond. You have seen it for yourself, and now you know the consequences of Alethia's research. What are your thoughts? Why do you wish to return to that place? I want to find a way to free the creatures that are trapped there. A selfless notion. Tell me, are you doing this mainly for Alethia's sake? No, for mine. I want to make sure she fixes the problem she caused, but I feel bad. Or are you doing it for the missing creatures who will otherwise be confined to the breach forever? I'm doing it for the missing creatures. They're the ones paying the price for Alethia's mistakes. This is true. Of course, she informed her subjects of the risks, but Alethia knew she could not promise them their safety, and went through with the experiments regardless. In the end, it is not a simple matter. But let us return to the topic at hand. Whatever your reasons may be, you wish to free the creatures trapped in the breach. I cannot force your teleporter to send you there again. I know nothing more about why that happened than you or Alethia. That said, I am capable of creating portals that link two places, as long as I can see the starting point and the destination. And both Mid-Seas and the breach lie within the range of my sight. I could create a portal that allows the trapped creatures to escape the breach. But it will require a great deal of energy. Perhaps in your travels you have found your way to the Library of Antiquity. That's where we started the game, I think. A large book rests there whose pages have been lost and scattered. These pages contain records of the old world, and they are sources of great power. But because my body is confined here to the depths, I cannot retrieve them myself. Bring 4 of the pages to me, and I will have the energy I need to create a portal to the breach. Talk it over with Alethia. See if she agrees to these terms. If you are both in agreement, we will proceed. Alright, I'll discuss it with her and let you know what we decided. Good. I await your decision. God, they're so cool. They are so cool. Welcome back. What would you like to discuss? Whoa. Alethia and I have agreed, excuse me, to trade the pages for your help with the breach. Indeed. I am glad to assist you. I must ask Alethia some questions about the breach before I begin. Give me the pages now, and I will contact her shortly. Here you go, then. You have my gratitude, and soon the creatures lost in the breach will be free, If this ends up breaking the world and I get the bad ending, oh well. In the meantime, feel free to return and speak with me whenever you like. I will always be here. Will do. Thanks for your help, Gnosis. How'd the things go with Gnosis? Not long after you left, I was contacted by Gnosis. What a fascinating being. I could hear their thoughts and even saw visions within my mind's eye. I saw what Gnosis looks like, how absolutely massive they are. Even after all you've told me, I was not prepared for that. Anyway, I answered a few questions Gnosis had about the breach. They said they'd get to work right away. Moments later, my instruments here were getting all sorts of strange energy readings. Sure enough, a massive portal had opened just outside the lab. Looking through the portal, I saw what could only be the alien landscape of the breach. Before I knew it, the missing ones began emerging. I went out to greet them and urged the rest to come through safely. Once they were all accounted for, the portal closed, and that was it. Oh good, the world didn't end. My friend, this story has a happy ending thanks to you. And Gnosis, of course. I can't even begin to express how grateful I am. This has lifted a burden from me I thought I'd always bear alone. No problem, Alethea. Glad I was able to help. Hey buddy, check out that glow, huh? That is what we call the gift of creation. Looks like the new world's all set to go. Just let me know when you're ready. I'm not ready yet. We still don't have... They look like a robot? What are they? Oh, I'll show you her in a minute. So, Gnosis offered me a deal to tell me secrets about who I am. Yeah, that's what Gnosis likes to do. Important knowledge is rarely free, you know. Don't you know who I am too? Couldn't you tell me? Hey, okay, buddy, I see what this is all about. I'll give you two simple answers. Yes, I know who you are, and no, I will not be the one to tell you. Why not? Because you told me not to, ages and ages ago. I've forgotten half of what I ever knew back then, but that, I've always remembered. I've always honored it. Why would I have said that? I don't know, it was never totally clear to me. I think maybe you felt like it spoiled the whole arrangement somehow. Anyway, Gnosis has made no such agreement with you. So if you really want to know, take it up with them. But can I really trust them? Ah, I can't make that choice for you, buddy. I tell you this much, though. What Gnosis tells you will all be the truth. They don't peddle lies. Their information is all legit. And remember what you're giving them in return. You know the pages make Gnosis more powerful. Might have an impact on how things turn out for the new world, yeah? Anyway, that's all I got, buddy. The rest is up to you. So how do we start a new world? But I really want to, don't we? Yes, I really want to. Oh, I didn't mean to. Nope, all you gotta do is pick up the gift. It'll be the end of your time here once we kick things off. So, make sure you tie up all your loose ends first. I need more time. I need more time. Don't, nah. I don't really feel like going to go find another page, so I think I'm just gonna go and see what happens. It could be Lutra, it could be the twins. It's one or the other. I don't really feel like going in to dig for a page, so let's see what happens. Oh right, I have to talk to him to do that. I think it's time to start the new world! Whatever. We'll see. I'm ready. Let's go! I said from the beginning I was just gonna see how things shake out, so let's see. Well, guess this is it then. I'm always excited to see what happens with a new world. But it also means we won't see each other for a while. Thanks for stopping by so much this time, buddy. It was good reflecting on things with you. But for now, it's time for us to part ways. I understand. Until next time, Elil. Don't be a stranger, buddy. I'll be waiting here for you whenever you decide to give this another go. You won't remember me, but I'll get you caught back up. Alright, that's enough talking, I guess. Let's get the show on the road! Whoa. Oh, I guess it's... For a time, I continued to feel myself rising towards the heavens. Eventually, I came to a stop. The blinding light around me slowly faded away. Somehow, I was suspended among the stars. In that silent void, I began to recall the full extent of my role in the cycle. In the ocean, it was my task to advise the gods and help determine the next creator. But once the new world was born, I would become the historian, eternal observer and record keeper of every mortal age. I realized then that the book in the Library of Antiquity was written by me to preserve the history of a past era. Soon I would be starting a new book and filling its pages with all the events to come. I could sense that the gift of creation was ready to move forward. But was I? I wished I could speak with them one last time. And to my surprise, a portal opened before me. Oh, it's Amar! I smiled as Amar's familiar face appeared on the other side of the gateway. Oh, what's going on, friends? I'm not sure how you're doing this, but it's good to see you. Something strange is going on. Is this the end of the world? I told Amar they were basically correct. But a new world would be taking this one's place, and soon someone would be chosen to create it. Huh, well, whoever gets to do that. I hope they think about everyone when they decide how it's going to be. Anyway, we're gonna hang out sometime in this new world? I said I certainly hoped so. Yeah, me too, friend. Oh my god, she's so cute! I love her! Suddenly, the view within the portal shifted, and Alethea appeared, adjusting her goggles and looking thoughtful for a moment. Oh, well, hello. You can open portals too? Were you able to do this all along? I explained that I wasn't sure where the portal had come from, either. Perhaps I'd created it unconsciously, or maybe it was under the control of someone or something else. I see. But more importantly, what is happening to the ocean right now? All the creatures are vanishing, and there's an odd bright light coming from the sky. I told Alethea about the new world and the process we'd all been involved in to choose a creator. My word! If only I had known all this before, everything would have... But no, I doubt I would have believed you anyway. Well, it sounds like there are many new discoveries still ahead of us. And that's always good news, if you ask me. See you on the other side, my friend. There they are! It's an asteroid, we're all gonna die. Oh my goodness, the art is so cute in this game. Next, Petri and Esty appeared. New friend! We were wondering what happened to you. I assured them I was alright and filled them in on the new world about to be born. Then I asked what they planned to do once it was created. Well, depends on what the new world's like. Maybe we'll try to find our parents somehow. We think they should answer for what they did to us. I told them that decision was up to them and wished them well. Yeah, we'll think about it. See you around, new friend. There didn't seem to be any sign of gnosis at all. I reached out to them with my thoughts, but there was no response. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That feels very ominous. At that point, only Lutra remained. And somehow I knew this meant it had been chosen as the creator. Yes! We got Lutra! We got Lutra! Best bug! An image began to appear within the gateway, and for a moment I didn't understand what I was seeing. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, they're a moth! Look at them! They're so pretty! Oh my goodness! It dawned on me that I was looking at Lutra, who had become a huge and majestic moth-like creature. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful! I asked how it felt to have undergone such a drastic change. Lutra! This one feels new. Memories of this one not clear. But this one remembers words. This one must save for future and save for others. Also, this one feels pulse of the world fading. I nodded and explained that soon a new world would take this one's place. And that Lutra would be the one creating it. I placed the gift of creation in front of me, and it passed through the portal to reach Lutra. Lutra seemed lost in thought for a time. Then it tilted its head to the side, eyes shimmering brightly, as though some spark of recognition had occurred. I was such a good influence, I hope so! This one understands. One thing ends, other begins. This one must choose what begins. I told Lutra I'd be there to write the events of history, and it could always talk to me about how things were going if it wished. Thankfulness. This one is reminded of one who was familiar. Yay, they remember us! This one hopes to find familiar one again someday. Sort of. Before I could respond, it took flight and was gone. I resolved to remind Lutra who I was, if I could, and help it recall the time we shared together in the ocean. My head was swimming with possibilities for how the new world might turn out. But of course, the decisions were all up to Lutra now, not me. So I gathered my things and prepared to record what happened. Lutra made contact with the gift of creation. In its new, moth-like form, Lutra's thoughts of hunger had not diminished. But it remembered what it learned from the familiar one. It tried with all its might to shift its focus away from eating everything. It thought instead about making sure others of its kind would always have food for tomorrow. Then it brought the new world forth from nothingness. Whoa! I was not expecting to see art like this of the new world that's created. Holy shit! When Lutra opened its eyes, it found itself on a planet blanketed in lush vegetation. A large group of its moth-like kin were approaching from the heavens, and Lutra greeted them excitedly. Look at that! They ate liberally, but Lutra intervened before everything was devoured. These ones must leave some plants. They are not infinite. Other ones need them also. Recalling how Alethea had used her devices, Lutra spoke of how the moths might build things that would make their lives easier. Together, they developed technology that allowed them to grow far more plants and feed themselves and their young sustainably. Oh my gosh! We made a sustainable moth world! I'm so happy! Then they left for other planets to see how they were faring. The moth-like creatures became stewards of nature in the universe, punishing civilizations that abused and exploited their planet's ecosystems. Hell yeah! They offered to help struggling mortals develop advanced, eco-friendly technology. As long as they accepted, they would find the moths patient and supportive. Uh-oh. If they didn't, they would face Lutra's wrath and the results would not be pleasant. Oh, these beautiful seas and jungles are the best. They remind me of the kelp forest. They went the day the Earth stood still in the universe. Kinda. Amar found themselves in agreement with Lutra's calls to keep the environment safe. They offered to assist the moths by developing laws to ensure nature's longevity. Makes you want to make a moth people play. There's moth people in Stellaris? Not that I'm ever going to play that, but that's cool. Lutra, we want to help you show the mortals how to be kind to each other. Ketri and Esti were inspired by the moth's respect for all life. They assisted Lutra in maintaining the peace, developing laws that kept wars and violence to a minimum. I'm truly impressed, Lutra. You found a way to ensure the mortals treat nature with all the reverence it deserves. Alethea appreciated Lutra's willingness to establish order and defend the environment. She became the moth's lead researcher and helped them develop technology to cultivate the flora and fauna of the universe. As for Gnosis, oh boy, they're not going to be happy. Although they wish to seize the gift of creation and shape reality to their liking, all their data indicated such an uprising would not succeed. So Gnosis remained hidden in the depths, biding their time and waiting for the perfect opportunity. I've gotta do the Gnosis ending now, guys. Like, I probably will do it off stream, but I want to see it. With the help of the gods, Lutra and the moths maintained their stewardship of civilization. They reserved certain planets as giant greenhouses and grew enough types of food to provide sustenance to all the mortals within their alliance. The consequences for exploiting a planet's resources or threatening the peace of the universe in any way remained quite harsh. Fortunately, knowing what the moths were capable of, the mortals rarely challenged their directives. Okay, the harsh punishments is maybe, but at least it's in the protection of life and nature. And so the mortals will live in peace with the gods, respecting nature and their insectile protectors, but fearing them a bit as well. Until the cycle begins anew. Oh. Oh, I got an achievement. Witness an ending where the gods have no disagreements. That's nice. I did so well. They all liked each other. Well, kudos to all of these people. You all did a great job. I had a great time with this game. Holy shit, this was so fun. Yes, it was basically just a glorified visual novel with a bit of collecting on the side, but that's fine. It was so nice. This was so fun. I enjoyed the hell out of this. The story was good, the art was good, the characters were good. It was so good. I had a great time with this. This was so fun. There are, as you can guess, probably, now I understand why there's so many variations on the endings, because it's not just the god who is the creator, but it's also all the other gods and how they influence the new universe. So there's so many different variations you could have. I strongly recommend all of you get the game for yourself and play it and go through the different endings. Like, this game deserves all the kudos, and it definitely deserves a lot more attention than it's got. It's only got 100 reviews on Steam. I feel like it deserves a way more than that. Wonder about the other forms Lutra could take. Wonder about what Gnosis would do with the Light of Creation. Absolutely. Honestly, get the game for yourself and play through the different endings. I'm not going to do that on stream because I feel like I really want more people to buy this game. Because they fucking deserve it.